Hello, so it's Lorenzo here. Right now, in the middle of making all these videos, I'm WhatsApping a friend. We're on WhatsApp just talking, and he's a good friend of mine. I've known him for about 6, so that would be 13 years. 13 years. We got to know each other when I started singing Top of the World by the Carpenters at my table, and he was right there, and he's like, what's that song? We didn't talk until then. And, you know, 7 years ago, if you knew me, I was like that. You know, I was very thin, very small. I put on a lot of muscle, you know, since then. Put on a lot of weight and still managed to stay lean. And, you know, this guy, he actually started doing it as well, took some of my advice. Not all of it. Not all of it, Indrajit, that's his name, Indrajit. But he went, if I was this, he was like half of that, you know. And he's actually put on quite a bit of weight. He's put on like, I think, 10 kilograms in the last 2 years, 1.5 years. So that's pretty good. But right now he's messaging me and telling me, yo bro, I'm putting on the weight, I'm putting on the muscle, but at the same time, I'm putting on some fat. So he doesn't want to put on the fat on his stomach. Now, this video is going to be very, very, very useful for anybody who's trying to change their weight, whether it's lose fat or gain muscle or both. Very, very useful, and this philosophy, this system, is going to work for every one of you. Alright? You just have to do it. It's as simple as this. Well, by the way, it's not actually very easy. You have to commit to it. If you're not ready to commit to it, close this video right now. Close it. Close the video. Go away. But if you are ready to commit, stay. This is going to change your body completely. Number one, you need a weighing scale. A weighing scale that you can get on and that will tell you your weight every day. If it's a digital weighing scale, you know, that you can see your weight on like close to the closest 100 grams, that works. But it should also be able to tell you your body fat percentage. So you get scales which have those metal electrodes. I think I'll show you guys one at home. I'll just put a picture of it right somewhere here. So yeah, you can actually use a scale like that, stand on it every morning, before you eat, before you drink. Preferably if you can can relieve yourself in the bathroom first and then eat and drink. Right between those times, weigh yourself. You know, take down your body fat percentage and your weight. Make an Excel table and track it. Track it, because if you're tracking it, you know what's happening, and you know if you're accomplishing what you want to do. So if you want to lose fat, you can see if your body fat percentage is going down and how your weight is going. In fact, I've created an Excel table that can actually, just by adding in those two things, your weight and your body fat percentage, it can show you your lean mass and your fat mass. So I'll give you guys a link to that, or I'll add it in somehow. I'll get it across to you somehow. Look down in the description below and I'll probably tell you how you can have it. But anyway, you can use that to track your lean mass and your fat mass to see if, you know, the one you want to increase is increasing and the one you want to decrease is decreasing. So that way you know how to change these next few things. Step number 2, your workout. Now, I'm not going to show you all the workouts. I'm not going to jump on that bar and show you what you need to do. You know, I'm not going to be doing, you know, push-ups or anything like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you, you know, go find a program. Find a program that everybody and their mother knows works. So if you're looking at a fat loss program, something like final phase fat loss, something like, you know, six-pack abs, you know, if you're looking for something for powerlifting, something like 5-3-1, if you're looking for something for muscle building, something like no-nonsense muscle building, whatever, just pick a program that you know works and stick to it. That's component number 2. Component number 3 is your diet. This is the most important one, and if you're not ready to change your diet, close the video, go away. Just go. But, you know, if you're ready, this is what you got to do. You've got to count your calories, your carbs, your proteins, and your fats in your diet. You do that by looking at the nutritional facts on anything that you're eating. If you're eating out, you got to go to a site like fitday.com or nutritiondata.com, and you can enter in what you're eating, and it will tell you how many grams of protein, how many grams of carbs, how many grams of fat, how many calories it has in it. And you can then enter that, and you'll know exactly what you're having. So that way you'll know how many grams of everything you're having per day. Now, if you're trying to lose fat, what you need to do is your total caloric intake needs to be, I would say, just under 15 times your body weight in pounds. So if you're 100 kilos, you're a big guy. That means you're 220 pounds. And 15 times your body weight in pounds would be, help me with the math, 3,300 calories. So you've got to have less than 3,300 calories. In fact, for that guy, I'd tell him to have 12 calories per pound of body weight. So in other words, he'd end up having 2,200, 2,640 calories. And the composition of that would be 40%, well, let's make him go on a low carb diet. So 30% from carbs, 40% from protein, 30% from healthy fats. That's no trans fats. And those carbs would come from complex carbs, not sugars. If you don't know the words I'm talking about, Google. Google is your friend. If you're looking to gain muscle, then make that 40% from carbs, 30% from protein, and 30% from fat. And at the same time, your caloric intake would go up to about 18 times your body weight in pounds. So if you're, again, let's go with a 200 pound guy. For a 200 pound guy, then you need 3,600 calories, and your composition will be according to what I just said. I'll just have it written down below in an equation so you can get it easily, and that's how you figure it out. Now make sure that your diet is sticking to this rigidly, because if it's not, there's no point even trying. So make sure you're sticking to it like that, and then when you're tracking your weight, you will know what to do. So if you're gaining fat when you shouldn't be, increase your cardio a little or bump down your carbs and fats a little. If you're gaining muscle and not gaining fat, you can test bumping up your carbs and your protein a little bit, and you'll probably see an increase in rate of muscle gain, and so on and so forth. Essentially, if you want to not gain fat as fast or lose more fat, you'll be decreasing your fat and carb intake, and you'll be increasing your cardio. If you want to gain more muscle, you'd be increasing your carb and protein intake. And if you want to get the perfect balance, that's where the tracking is absolutely necessary. So I hope this video helped. Now I had to put 3 things in the bottom. One is that Excel sheet to help you calculate your lean mass and your fat mass. This is for me, by the way, so I remember. One is the equations for your caloric balance, and these are called macros, by the way, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Macronutrients. To get your macronutrient balance right. So I'm going to put those equations in the description of this YouTube channel and this YouTube video as well. So subscribe, because there's a lot of good stuff here, when it comes to your financial life as well as your body. If that's what you're looking for, subscribe, comment, and like. Until next time, have a good one. Cheers.